Sound of gentle, mysterious music starts, perhaps with a faint electrical hum, speaking in a conspiratorial yet excited tone. All right, gather round because we need to talk. We need to talk about two things that, on the surface, have absolutely nothing to do with each other. Nikola Tesla, the genius who practically invented the 20th century, and the Great Pyramids of Giza, ancient wonders that have stumped historians for millennia. Stick with me here, because what if I told you that Tesla believed these two things were deeply, fundamentally connected? What if the pyramids weren't just tombs? What if they were part of a global, wireless, free energy system? And Tesla was on the verge of reactivating it. Music swells slightly, then settles. Let's start with what we know for a fact. History 101. Nikola Tesla was obsessed with wireless energy. This isn't a theory, it's his life's work. His ultimate dream was to power the entire world, wirelessly, for free. He built the Wardenclyffe Tower on Long Island. This colossal mushroom-shaped structure designed to tap into the Earth's own electrical field and transmit power through the ground and the air. No wires, no meters, just abundant energy for everyone. We know the project was funded by J.P. Morgan, and we know that when Morgan realized this meant energy couldn't be easily monetized, that you could not put a meter on it, he pulled the funding. The tower was torn down for scrap. End of story, right? Official story anyway. Now, let's jump across the world and back in time. The Great Pyramid of Giza. We're taught it's a tomb for the pharaoh Khufu. Simple, but here's where the official story gets weird. First, no mummy of Khufu was ever found inside. The sarcophagus in the king's chamber was empty and uninscribed. Bizarre, right? Second, let's look at how it was built. The outer casing was made of Tura limestone, a brilliant white stone. That's an incredible electrical insulator. But the inner shafts and chambers, they're lined with granite. Granite is slightly radioactive and is a fantastic conductor of electricity, especially when it has a high quartz crystal content, which the Giza granite does. Quartz, as we know, has piezoelectric properties. It generates an electric charge under pressure. Now, here's where Tesla re-enters the picture. This is where we step from history into the fascinating realm of speculative theory. Tesla studied the pyramids. He was captivated by their shape, their mathematical precision, their geographic location right at the Earth's landmass center. He theorized that the pyramid's shape and materials weren't accidental. He believed the pyramid was a giant resonator, a massive antenna. Think about it. The Giza Plateau sits on top of underground water channels. The flow of water through these aquifers creates what's called a physioelectricity, a natural current. Tesla believed the granite conductors inside the pyramid would channel this energy upwards. The piezoelectric quartz in the granite would be stressed by the immense weight of the pyramid, generating even more energy. This energy would be focused and amplified, shooting up through the apex of the pyramid. The original capstone, which is missing, was rumored to be made of solid gold or electrum, a perfect conductor. It would act as the final antenna, beaming this energy into the ionosphere, the same layer of the atmosphere Tesla was trying to use with his Wardenclyffe Tower. So the pyramid wasn't a tomb. It was a power plant, a wireless power plant for an ancient, highly advanced civilization. And here's the kicker. It wasn't just one. There are pyramids all over the world, from Egypt to Mexico to China. Many of them are aligned on what are called ley lines, lines of natural terrestrial energy. Was this a global network? A planetary power grid built by our distant ancestors, providing clean, free energy to everyone on Earth? Tesla believed so. His Wardenclyffe Tower wasn't an invention. It was a recreation. He wasn't just building a futuristic machine. He was trying to reverse engineer ancient technology. He saw the pyramid as the key and was building a modern version. So, why don't we have free energy today? Maybe the same reason Tesla's project was shut down. Free, limitless energy is a threat to the entire economic system built on selling it. Perhaps the knowledge was deliberately suppressed, not just in the 20th century, but thousands of years ago. We're left with this tantalizing possibility that the greatest secret of our past is also the key to our future, and that a brilliant mind like Nikola Tesla stumbled upon it, only to have it snatched away. It makes you look at those ancient stones in the desert a little differently, doesn't it? They might not just be relics of a dead civilization, but silent, waiting engines of a future we were meant to have. Music swells and fades out, leaving a final, lingering sound of an electrical crackle.